So number 18 of the sample final, which is still from section 6.2, is very similar to question 16. So we've got study conducted 58%. That's when we convert that into a decimal, it's going to be 0.58, and that's going to be our P. Cell phone owners use their phones inside a store for guidance on purchasing decisions. A sample of 16, that's our number of trials, and then our X is going to be based on the number that's given to us in the parts. Okay, so for the first one, keyword here is 6 or more. So if we go down to or more, all 4 of these bullets are ones where you use second var's binomial CDF. So second var's and then down to binomial CDF here. So trials, like we said, is 16, and P is 58 divided by 100, or 0.58. For the X value, since it's 6 or more, and the or more bullet tells us to subtract 1 from the given number, then our X value here is going to be 5. And so we get a number here, but also because it's or more, we have to take the complement. The notes say take the complement. If you're not sure what that means, it just means you take the number given and you subtract it from 1. So if you don't already have that written on your notes, you probably want that there. So that's always if it's going to be an or a more than, we're going to do 1 minus the number we get from the binomial function, and that's our final answer for that part. B, what's the probability that fewer than 10? So if the wording is fewer than, it's still binomial CDF, and again we're going to be subtracting 1 from the number that they give us. So back to second var's binomial CDF. And we get to leave our 16 and our 58 divided by 100 the same. The only thing we have to change is our X value. So fewer than 10, we want to use 10 minus 1, which is 9 for our X value. And since it's fewer and not more than, then it gives us our answer directly. Now we've got probability that exactly 9. So that's back up to this top line, exactly some number, and then we use binomial PDF rather than binomial CDF. Second var's and binomial PDF. The good thing about the exactly one is you never have to change the number. It's just the exact number that's given to you in the part. And the trials are still 16, and the p-value is still 58 divided by 100. And the X value is the exact number that it gives you, which is 9. And the other good thing with the exactly 9 is you never have to do the second step, so it always gives you your answer directly. So 0.1959 in this case. Now we've got the would it be unusual. You still do the same process for that, but then you just need to compare the number that you get to 0.05. So it's still solved just like if it said what's the probability of more than 12. So we still have to look at here, more than. So our X that we enter is going to be equal to the number they give us of 12. And because it's one of these 4 bullet points, then it's binomial CDF. So second var's binomial CDF. Trials are still 16. P is still 58 divided by 100. X value, like we said, more than, you just keep the same X value that's given to you, which is 12. And then because it's more than, we have to subtract from 1. So 1 minus the number you got for that, and it's 0.047 something something. And the question is, would it be unusual? So you take this number and compare it to 0.05. If it's lower than 0.05, then that is unusual. And so they also want the probability for this one. So you're going to enter the 0.0473 for your probability. And because the probability is less than 0.05, then it would be unusual.